Okay, this video is going to be on how to simplify a surd. So this will be what you boys are doing today. A surd, we talked about yesterday, is just a number under a square root sign that will not reduce. So for example, root 18, I can't think of a number that multiplies by itself to give 18. Okay, not like, say, the square root of 25, where I know that 5 times 5 is 25, so the square root of 25 is 5. So these numbers we deal with slightly differently. To reduce a surd, so this is what the question will say, either reduce or simplify, you need to think of a square number that goes into 18. And the square numbers are numbers like 1 squared, which is 1, 2 squared, which is 4, 3 squared, which is 9, 4 squared, which is 16, 5 squared, which is 25, 6 squared, which is 36, 7 squared, which is 49, 8 squared, which is 64, 9 squared, which is 81, 10 squared, which is 100. So these are the numbers you need to be thinking about. 11 squared is 121, 12 squared is 144. And of course we can keep going, but these are the ones I think you should know. So the number that goes into 18, well, that's 9. That's the biggest square number that goes into 18. So I'm going to write 18 as root 9. I know 18 is 9 times 2, so I'm going to break it into root 9 times root 2. So root 9 times root 2 is root 18. I've broken root 18 into two separate surds. You must always put the square number first. After that, I'll just reduce root 9. Root 9 turns into 3. And root 2, that's irrational, can't reduce it any further. So I'll just keep the root 2 as root 2. So root 18 reduced is 3 root 2. We're going to repeat the process. I'm going to look at my list again, and I want a square number that goes into 75. Okay, so what's that square number going to be? Well, if you look at your list, you'll see that 25 goes into 75. So I'm going to put that square number first. And 25 times what is 75? You can use a calculator and divide 75 by 25, and you'll see it goes in 3 times. So 75 is 25 times 3. You put the square number first. Must put it first. And then I reduce. Root 25 is 5. Root 3, irrational, doesn't reduce. Drop root 3 down. Another one. So this time round, I've got a 5 out the front. Now that 5, don't be put off by the 5. The 5 will just drop straight down. Okay, and I'm still going to reduce this surd over here. So I need a square number that goes into 48. I would stop now, stop the video, use your calculator and try and find it before I show you what it is. So stop the video, have a go, and then unpause it when you've got it. So from this list, the square number that goes into 48 is 16. Okay, so we're going to write that number down here, 16, and 16 times what gives me 48? If you use your calculator, you'll see that 16, estimate. You know, 5 is too many times. 4, we know 16 times 4, that's 64. If you estimate, you'll get there faster. 16 times 3 is 48. So what do I do next? Well, don't forget, the square number goes first. Drop the 5 down, change the root 16 into 4, drop the root 3 down, and then, of course, any numbers, just regular numbers, can be combined. So 5 fours, well, 5 fours makes 20, and then the root 3 drops straight down. Okay, that's 3 examples on how to simplify surds. I'm going to give you one more page over here to try and see if you can do them on your own. You can pause the video, use a sheet of paper, do them on your own. And then I'll give you the answers straight away, some worked answers, and then you can look on Canvas and you'll see my instructions for what exercises to complete in your notes. And the answers to the surds booklet are also on Canvas already. So you may complete the section on simplifying surds, and you also may mark your work. All right, pause the video, attempt these questions, and then unpause when you're done. And we've already done root 48. I won't bother with that. I've already done root 75. Let's try K. Try L. It's a harder one. All right, those are the answers. Hopefully you're getting them right. If not, send me an email.